I ain't gonna expose. I'm not like that. I'm not a snitch. Virginity. It's a hush hush topic.
Yeah. They love me.
Let's see if your parents raised you right.
It's deeper than the physical.
What up, fam? Welcome back to the Juxtaposition, everyone. Whoa. Golly.
I'm tired.
Relax. Ati Sain.
Ẹ
Caro. My children. Ẹ Caro. Ati Sain. Who yeah?
We're back.
Bumi. You okay?
Oh gosh.
No.
Omotala.
Mensa.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to
What's
another
up,
episode.
Man? We back in this thing.
I hope your morning is going well.
I'm sorry.
Happy Monday / Happy Wednesday. Woohoo! Because we listen on Monday.
Oh, yes.
You
Happy
watch on
Monday.
Wednesday.
What's up? Who are you gonna say?
I was gonna say before we even start, subscribe, hit the like button,
Hit that bell.
hit the bell.
What you
for the
doing?
Notifications. Ooh, I just spit. Ew.
Yo, COVID.
Not here.
Whoa. Bernice, what's the word on the street? What's the street saying with a K? What's the street saying?
Oh my gosh.
What's word on the street? What is word on the street, first of all? Maybe you can say.
I mean, this is our new. We're trying to, be as informative for everybody who is listening, because not everybody knows what's happening in the world. So we're giving you guys a little upstate.
Hey!
Upstate. So we're gonna give you guys a little update about what's happening in the world. At least a few things that are going on. So we're gonna start with Canadian news. Let's just say it like that. So if you don't know.
Baby.
A couple of weeks ago, they found a mass grave of around
Unmarked grave.
715 children.
Go
That's
watch Old
ridiculous.
Canada.
And
our episode.
the recent update, they found even more bodies, more remains, and which is ridiculous. And Canada's Day just passed. And so there was this theme of let's cancel Canada's Day. And it's understandable. But my thing is, I guess canceling Canada's Day, I don't think justifies or really, I don't know, what's the word? Helps the Indigenous, I would say. I think informing yourself.
No, let me. I got you. I think we should name it something else.
Canada's Day?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I don't think
think you can change
Canada's Day is a different, but I think the idea is different.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way they got the land is I understand.
But celebrating the independence is different.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some people, like i.e. the Africans, because that's what I grew up, because I'm African. The Africans kind of celebrated Canada's Day because what it meant to them to like be
freedom.
a citizen.
Yes, that's what
it's
I'm
like,
saying.
yo, I came to this country like, yo,
Yes.
we went to Center Island, we seen the Africans with the Canada shirts and stuff like that. But when it comes to Canadians celebrating it, sometimes you just realize like, what the hell we celebrating? Man's took the land from people, like, the meaning behind it.
Right.
So I can understand different viewpoints.
No, I understand it completely
Canada's
yes,
Day.
and that's
I'm
the
a Canadian.
thing.
People be like, I'm a Canadian African. Well, I'm a Canadian now. Like,
But
whoa,
I think informing yourself on this day about the culture of Canada and how it came to be is important. Right. And knowing that it's not Canadian people's land, it's Indigenous people's land. We're just
foreigners.
Yes.
Living in their land.
Right? We're just,
their land.
yes, exactly. Living on their land. So we just have to inform ourselves. And so for all those who did celebrate Canada's Day, I hope you guys took your time to at least acknowledge that this is not your land and that you have been blessed to be able to be in a land that is like this. And then there's another thing that happened. Next news. Bill Cosby.
He's out.
Bill Cosby.
He out in the streets.
He out in the streets. And
Bill Cosby.
I honestly... What? I mean...
You know what I heard on the Breakfast Club?
Okay.
That it was illegal. The way they locked him up was illegal, so that's
give him
why they
fair
released
trial.
it.
Yes.
Released him,
And that's
So it's not
why-
like he's not guilty.
But that's
the
why...
Yeah, the way they locked him up,
Exactly.
the system locked him up wasn't right.
It wasn't justice.
they
It
had
wasn't
to
justified.
Yeah.
It
So
wasn't
the system
fair.
is already messed up.
So he did 2 out of the 10 years he was supposed to do.
But this
Oh,
is the
wow.
problem,
Yeah.
which I don't understand. A lot of people like to cut corners and try because they see somebody's guilty. Yes, somebody is
Do it the
guilty,
right
but you have
way.
to do it the right
Yeah.
way because at the end of the day, if you do it wrong, it backfires
You're now
on you.
digging up what was supposed to
Man's probably living nice in the jail.
Honestly, I do like his jail time and whatever his sentence. I don't know why, but I don't like when people have those issues and they put them away. I don't think they should be put away.
What do you think they
like?
should?
I think there should be another method of like they go to therapy. There's like a system of like they need to go through this rehab of the mind, rehab of the body, and stuff like that. Instead of just putting them in a cell, I don't think they're much thinking about their actions at that point. They've already done it.
Like, I mean, you can say that. Up and see. I don't think you could say that.
I think that should be in jail. The rehab stuff.
Do you think they think about their actions when they're locked up?
Some people do, some people don't. They just say this is my life and then this is it. Some people are literally just in. There's reasons why people go back to jail because they say the streets are. I'm going to die out there, so I might as well go in jail and say that this is my safe spot. Yeah, this is my safe spot. For other people, just like, well,
I know, but I feel like it creates you're trapping your mind. You're trapping where you could be and how you could probably better yourself and be a better human on this earth instead of just staying in a one I mean, yeah, like in a one mindset of just like being in jail, like the mindset of just like, oh, this is all I have left.
I mean, I think when you're in jail, there should be some type of form of rehab in there, not just sit there in the cell 24 hours or 23 hours. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, for sure. Jail is a different.
You also, speaking of jail, you also got the Derek Chauvin sentence.
22 years, buddy. That's not enough. It's not enough.
Probably gonna do 15 on good behavior.
That's not enough.
Which is crazy for a body. And he killed someone before too.
No, but I'm saying, imagine somebody who's like weed allegations and stuff like
People
that.
People are in jail for weed for 30 plus years.
Life, if anything. And this guy literally on video
across
recorded.
The street, in my neighborhood, we have a weed shop. So every time I see the weed shops, I honestly get sad because people are in jail for that.
For certain things, yeah.
If weed is legal, release them.
All of a sudden, you've changed the law.
Obviously, if the person
hostage, not hostage, but
if the person was like a drug kingpin and he had like boatloads and boatloads of weed, but people are in jail for weed, little
weed possession, buying of weed, like it's that has to change.
That doesn't make sense.
I kind of see it as like smoking.
Yeah.
Like
it's weed has become regular now.
Is regular now, but now we can't release the charges, So.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of sad, and it just goes to show how messed up this system is. How it goes against all forms of black people. To be honest, that's most of the people who are in jail are on weed possession charges, right? And so it sucks to say, but Derek Chauvin will get his judgment. If it's not on this earth, it definitely will be in front of the Lord.
I think that's what people have to understand too. Yeah. That's why I don't get into disarray. Like justice will always be served.
Yeah. Like you might be living your lavish life right now, but Lord knows He's watching everybody and everything. He will repay you for your works.
Yeah.
So for those who are concerned, don't be. Just keep praying.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's
we're gonna wrap it up with.
We're gonna end it off. Well, this is. I just recently heard. Well, I just heard this recently.
We should start off with Sha'Carri, but hey.
But Sha'Carri Richardson, she could have been one of the fastest.
She still can. Don't get it twisted.
No. I'm just saying, if not. The fastest woman. So Sha'Carri Richardson, if you don't know, is a track runner, and she recently she hit a time. I forgot what it was. I think it's like 970 something or like that. So she's like the second fastest woman in the world, and she was just recently got into, I think, the Olympics. Right? She got qualified, and then just breaking news, she got
tested for marijuana
and she was positive. And so now she's been stripped of being able to run in her races, which is the 100 meter.
Her title.
She's banned for a month, so she has an opportunity to still run the relay, but the 100 she can't run.
That's her race though. It's even if it's a relay, the relay is a relay, but like
I liked how she took accountability. And I was saying, before I heard her statement, I was saying, yo, you know the rules. Like, yeah, I feel bad that your mom died, your biological mom died. Feel empathy there, but you know the rules. It is what it is. You got to follow them. You knew, you got to lock in. That's one thing I always say, lock in. Like, and the people around her, maybe she didn't tell them that she was smoking weed. I don't know. But you can't mess up in the city. Every 4 years, the Olympic comes.
Yeah.
Not every once a year, every 4 years. So by the time it comes again, she'll be what, like 25? Come on, man. That door is open, man.
For a long time, and now all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but like that one mishap have led you to strip your title. It's just like, yes, you're going through that moment, but also I would hope that she would have been transparent with her family. Like, this is what's going on with me. Talk to them a little bit instead of using marijuana, knowing that those are the rules behind Olympics. It's not new to her, and she says she knew. So yes, she was. That goes back to like she had integrity. She knew that, okay, you know what, this is the rules, and I made a mistake. But I think a lot of people are pitying her, like, oh, just leave it, like, let her. I think Gabrielle Union was like, well, it's just weed or something like that. It's like, it's just weed, yes, but she knows the consequences of her actions.
Yeah, just don't be surprised.
I think like the bottom line is that people use things to cope with trauma. And so for her, dealing with the mother of like losing her mom at that time is her way of coping. But we have to realize as human beings, we're not like, there's a problem when you have to run to a substance to cope. Like, that's an issue. That the underlying issue is that she has trauma. Like, she's dealing with certain things. And so if she has to run to weed, imagine if something else comes. What is she going to do now? She just got stripped of something that she would been working on for a long time. And so it's not going to be, it's not going to be, what's it called? Sorry, none just threw me off my train of thought because anyways, but yeah, like she's gonna run to the same substance, right? And it's not gonna help her now. She has to learn how to cope with it without using something. That's what basically I was trying to say.
So yeah, but today we're talking about integrity with just that rollout of what's it called? Shakira Robertson, right?
Shakari.
Shakara.
Shakara.
I butchered it. Sorry.
No, so Shakari.
No, are you sure?
Shakari.
Sorry. Shakiri?
It's Shakari.
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 Richardson. Yes.
This girl been saying Robinson the whole time.
Lord, you know who I'm talking about. Forgive me.
Like,
but her just going off of like her having integrity of just owning up to what she has done and having accountability for her actions. So in our podcast, how do you think that we can have accountability or like how integrity?
Well, for me, sometimes that's where I check myself because I've been telling Bernice, like, sometimes, like, when I see these stuff, like, these videos, like, smash or pass videos or, like, rate me videos, those videos get, like, 1,000 views, like, in a week or 1,000 views in a day. And then when you have stuff like our content, like our podcast and like Christian stuff and stuff like that, it takes time to build and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't want to mess up my integrity by appeasing to the world, you know? And that's something that I always try to check myself with because it's so easy to fall into stuff. Yeah. Very easy, you know? And I always say like sex sells.
Oh yeah, we already know that. We know that.
You know, yes, our content it takes years to grow, and I'm fine. I'd rather roll with the punches of saying the truth and talking about the truth. But sex sells. Will it last? No, and it comes with a whole road of problems. You don't think them videos behind the scenes, the girls are like, why would you say that about me? What bare problems? I don't want to deal with that. I'd rather deal with my amigos over here. We deal with, you know. But yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. A lot of times, like, you feel like because, you're not getting the views and stuff like that, it kind of wants you to rush the process. And you don't have to rush the process because we're in our own lane. We're not in a lane.
We're in our own lane. You heard that? Sweeties and bundles of joys? We're in our own lane. I don't worry about you. I ain't worry about none.
That was... We're in our own lane, and I think we try to always merge into lane, just like, going back to track and the relay and trying to, when you go in somebody else's lane, you get disqualified or you get in trouble, or you get, it's not for you. So when you maintain your lane, you're winning your race. You're not looking left, you're not looking right to what they're doing. Even looking left, if you turn your head a little bit, you're slowing down because you're watching what somebody's doing behind you. So if you could just continue the lane that God has put you in, even though it might take time to get there, then it's okay. But the patience has to be there, you know. I mean, it's working. When we have to wait for stuff, it works on our patience. It works on our character.
Builds character. Say it
builds
again.
On relationships, you know, and being. Whoa,
Pastor, let her finish now.
Hey, Hey, you're speaking to my soul.
It builds. So I mean, like, I've learned a lot in this season of just trying to wait and trying to just be authentic to myself. And our podcast.
That's where I was just about to go there.
Come on, sis.
No, but we going the other way. Okay. Because this is where I hear a lot of people say being authentic to myself. What does that mean? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
But they're being authentic to themselves. They are who they are. So if you seeing them do foolishness, their life is kind of foolish right now. Does that make sense?
I think
you can't be surprised when they say, "This is who I am. I'm doing what I love," or something like. I'm being authentic to myself. That is who they are. So why am I surprised?
I'm saying if you're like friends with someone and you know that this is how they are.
I'm talking about content.
You.
I'm thinking about content, like them creating content.
I'm giving an example of just like friendship.
No, I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's different. I'm talking about for yourself, because when you say being authentic to yourself, you're talking about who you are, not your friendships, not your thing. You're talking about personally for yourself. So when people say I'm being authentic to myself, it's like being your authentic self is your sinful nature. That's being authentic to yourself. No, and it's a fact. So if you're going to be authentic to yourself, you're going to make sure that, personally for me, I know that if I'm being authentic to myself, I'm going to be on the streets. Okay? I'm going to be... Listen, let me tell you something. Listen, no, you know why? You know why? Because I know myself, I like seeking attention from men.
Whoa.
That's my natural inclination, is to make sure people know that I'm here in the room. That's good. But people who know me, I don't act like that. It's only until I tell you this is my authentic, this is the authentic me. If I'm telling you the true me, I'm going to tell you this is what I'm thinking in my mind.
Say that again. Being authentic to yourself, you are appeasing to your sinful nature.
So your first thought is, you can't. This is what I want to do.
And then your mind's like, no, I can't.
That's what you can't do.
And then that's the Lord's voice.
That's what I'm saying.
Knock. So you 10 baby mamas. If I was authentic to myself,
and that's the problem with this world. A lot of people are saying I'm being my authentic self. Oh yes, you are.
We should end the podcast.
Smash or pass
is your real thoughts.
That's what people want to do. You think, and then, being your authentic self is like, no, that's why the world is messed up, because everybody's doing what they want to do. Please themselves naturally. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want men, I want this, I want a female like that, I want this job, I want this man, you're doing things that you want to do naturally for yourself, and that's why we're messed up. So it's
don't you think being authentic to yourself can also mean in a good way sometimes?
It can be.
When you start
I think you should explain it
when you start to have integrity with your faith.
That's exactly integrity with your faith. Because if you want it to be, because there's that's the problem. So how
do you explain the two? How do you?
The thing is, I think people just think good is you believe in God. If you're good, you're a person of faith, or you believe that there's a God that exists or something like that. But that's not the case. That's not faith.
It's deeper.
Because I was listening to Pastor Darius. He was talking about the difference between faith and optimism.
Being optimistic.
Like faith is like,
are optimistic.
Oh, I know this is gonna work out. Optimism is like, I know this is gonna work out, but you don't have nothing to who's your confidence in? Oh, you just believe it's just gonna happen. It's faith is like, you have the confidence in the Lord is gonna work this out for me.
I think also being optimistic can fall into like you say this is gonna happen, but you have the steps already aligned. Like you have the steps ready to make it. No. No,
I'm saying faith.
That's optimism.
No. Faith. You haven't
always seen it.
Faith produces optimism. Because when you believe in something, you're gonna make those steps. Be like, I know this is gonna work out because of why.
No, I mean like optimism in a sense where like you have the steps already set out, but you say I'm being optimistic. You get what I mean? Like I'm gonna get the house, but I already bought the house. Like I already have the money. I know that I'm gonna get the house because I already got the money. I already got everything set up, but I'm optimistic that I'm gonna get the house. Faith is like, I don't even know where I'm gonna get the money for this house. I don't know how it's even gonna happen, but the Lord will provide for me. I can't see anything. There's no direct sign. But isn't that the same thing?
But optimism is when you.
No, I said that can be a part of optimism.
Oh, okay.
Not totally optimism.
Okay.
But that can be a part of how you could see optimism in like some people. I'm just optimistic, but you have all the things set up already. That's not optimism. You already know that it's gonna happen.
Okay, yeah. Like, some people just use that as a back, like to say like that. I'm
faith
optimistic.
is like, okay, I don't even know how I'm gonna pay this bill today, but the Lord will work somehow
and
for
also,
me. You know.
Also, with the integrity in your faith things, I think sometimes like being very firm in my viewpoints can be tricky. Not tricky, but like it can be kind of scary, like in a way, like, you know, it's like certain things, let's say, I don't know, like maybe like the gay stuff, you know, it's kind of hard for me to express how I really feel about it because nowadays you get canceled, you know, but I think it's very important for your circle of the people you know to, like, they know your stance and your morals on life, just in general, right? So I tend not to like put myself in places where I know the sinful nature will come out.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's where your integrity comes in, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I wrote on some stuff from a while ago, but it's like everyone is doing this thing where they're trying to find themselves and trying to locate where they are in this world. It's like, but as they're trying to look for themselves, they're losing themselves because they're going to different places the creation, not the creator. So they're going to different resources and stuff like that, trying to locate themselves, maybe going to a certain job, maybe hanging around certain people, or, you know, doing certain things so that they can kind of find their identity, right? And it's like, the problem is that they're not going to the creator, the person who created you and designed you to be used for a purpose, right? And so, like, for those people who are trying to locate themselves or identify who they are, don't go to things that have been created in terms of the resources that have been placed in this earth. Go to the Father who created you.
Watch if you don't build integrity, if you don't have integrity for yourself.
People
life
it will mess you
not
up.
Great. I be hearing stuff people are doing. It's like, what?
No moral standards.
You doing that?
It's like
your
10 years ago, you wouldn't have done that.
No, and that's the problem. People like, I'm being authentic, or I'm being myself, or whatever the case may be. It's like, no, I remember, like, some people will be like, oh, I said I would never do this. 5 years down the line, they're doing what they said they would never do.
People that looked at as superheroes.
Yeah.
And now it's like, whoa, what the hell was I thinking as a kid?
Exactly, right? You be thinking,
it's so sad.
You be thinking like they're like, oh my gosh, like they're honest people.
They're authentic.
They're true to themselves. And then 5-6 years down the line, you say, what? Hold on a minute. Wait, that was not the same person that I saw 5 years ago. And that's what the problem is. Like you said, integrity in your faith. Don't let this world manipulate you, deceive you, literally squeeze you like juice. Just squeeze everything out of you, and then you're left with nothing.
But the integrity part, it comes easier when you have people around you
to keep you accountable.
Keep you accountable.
Yeah. People don't want to
way easier, man.
Do you think that people don't want to be kept accountable?
They don't
they don't want to hear anybody tell them. Like,
even it hurts with me sometimes. But what's that truth?
Like, you know.
That truth hurts. The truth hurts,
but it's needed.
Yes, it's very needed.
It's like the truth as the Bible says, like the truth will set you free. And once again, Pastor Dare said this again. He said that the truth is not like truth, it's reality. The reality that Jesus wants you to live in. Not this, because this reality is like, this is fake reality. Like, this is not the real reality of what God has created, what he wanted this world to be like. And people are literally thinking this is it. I said, no. I know there's more in this. There's more in this world. Not in this world, in heaven, with God. That's where I want to be. Not in this world where it's all messed up. But once again, keep your integrity. Be honest. Have those moral standards. And not just the moral standards that the world places on you. Right. It's the moral standards of the Bible. There's a difference. There's a huge difference, because the moral standard of this world is be kind to everybody. Basically, let everything slide. Be nice, right?
And I think I've seen a lot in social media with a lot of people just posting different things of like everything that comes up. Like, yes, okay, I respect the indigenous people, but like everything that comes up, it's posted. So their timeline is very variable.
Looking like a stock market.
Like, you know,
chart.
it's like indigenous one day, vaccine the other day, this the other day, this the other day.
What do you stand?
Like,
what is it?
What is the trend? What do you stand for? Like, it's kind of just like I don't know. Like when I look at those pages, I'm like, so you stand with everything? You post everything?
Right.
You know, what do you really...
How real is that? Because not everything you're going to stand for.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so why is like people feel the obligation to post it because
everybody else is doing it.
And everybody's just, no, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I'm just going to go through... I don't know if we're going to add anything else, but... Okay, I'm going to go through 10 traits of someone with true integrity, and you guys can kind of just like, I guess, tell me what
we got
it
you.
is.
We got you, coach.
But okay, so the first one says taking responsibility for your actions. So yeah, we talked about it. Accountability. My words. Accountability, and just taking responsibility, like the runner did. I don't even want to butcher her name again.
Shakari Richardson.
Thank you. And then number 2 is putting others' needs above their own. What do you think about that?
Yes.
Servant attitude.
My life is not my own.
Servant attitude. That's it.
Being a servant unto others.
Okay.
One thing I live on.
Number 3, offering help to others in need, not being selfish.
Once again, humility.
Ooh, yep. Some people don't know how to take that into account in their daily lives. So number 4, giving others the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, because I am not the greatest. That's what I always have. We had a conversation yesterday. Listen, I'm always not the greatest at stuff. So why am I judging this person when I'm not even there yet? And I'll never get there because I'm not perfect. You know,
we got to continually remind ourselves.
It's just it's righteous judgment. Don't judge because you're lacking something.
Yes.
And you don't have it, so you're judging the person on what they're not doing or they are doing.
Yeah.
Right? Grace, to be honest.
Adom, that means grace.
Number 5, choosing honestly in all things.
Integrity with your faith.
So if it's going to be your faith, it's going to be your faith.
Yes.
It's not going to be your faith
and then
society,
the world,
and then social media,
and then my friends, and then no. It's faith above all things. That's to be honest.
Yeah.
Number 6, showing respect to everyone.
Yep.
What is respect though?
You know what? I feel like respect, people encompass it with like letting everything slide. So I respect you as a human being, but I don't agree with what you're doing. It's not like I'm not disrespecting you. I just don't agree with what you're doing. So we're going to disagree, but I still respect you as a human being.
People don't see that as respect.
They don't see that as respect.
They just leave it unsaid.
Or it's like if you don't agree with me,
disrespecting.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you don't agree with me, then you're disrespecting
But
me.
once you get that response and that person thinks you're disrespecting them, then that's
their own. Yeah,
that's their own issues they gotta deal with.
At the end of the day.
True. 7, manifesting humility, like she said. The difference between confidence and arrogance. We don't want arrogant friends.
No, we
confidence
don't
in the
what
Lord.
What does arrogance even mean? Let them know. I can't really get the...
I mean, thinking you're better than everybody, thinking you know it all, thinking that you're the top notch person that like nobody can touch you. I don't think so, buddy. There's somebody greater than you out there. For sure.
The greatest one
lives
our
on.
Lord Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. 8, being able to admit they're wrong. Wow, I have a lot of a problem with this too.
Same.
We're all guilty.
Working on it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna be like,
we're being transformed by the renewal of our mind. In Jesus' name, amen.
Admitting your wrongs. Number 9, showing regular reliability.
That's important. Yeah. Being reliable for people to be there for you. Yeah.
Yep. A person with true integrity will always show up to an obligation, work, friendship, wedding. You know, like some people will feel like, I'll do it back for you, kind of like the tit for tat. What do you think about that though, quickly? But like, sometimes when they feel like, I attended your wedding, then I have to.
Then your integrity is a little lacking over there. Why are you doing things for me then? To gain something from me, or you just genuinely love me because you just love me? I don't know.
True. And last but not least, conveying true kindness.
The godly way.
Random acts of service, right? No, random acts of kindness.
Being Christ-like.
Acts of random kindness. Yes. Arc. Sorry, I was trying to...
No, I know what you were trying to say. So those are the 10 things that make someone true to their integrity. Yeah. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do we have a quote for the day?
Yes. The quote of the day is from R. Kent Hughes. Integrity characterizes the entire person, not just a part of him or her. He or her is not she. Sorry. Let me read that again. I'm trying to joke. Integrity characterizes the entire person, not just of him. He is righteous and honest through and through. He is not only that in inside, but also in outer action.
So yeah.
You said it. You heard it.
You heard it here.
Live it out.
So subscribe. hit the bell.
Do what you gotta do, man.
Comment down below.
And enjoy the rest of your week. We will see you guys next week. And be honest.
And stay accountable.
I don't know.
Be in integrity. Stay to your...
Work on your integrity. Like all of us.
Work on your integrity.
Yes. Okay.
And that's all, folks. We're the Juxtaposition crew. We're out.